Immediately after Trump won the election last year, women took to the streets in protest. They also signed up in record numbers for programs designed to get women into political office. So how do those would-be candidates fare here in Massachusetts? Stephanie Lydon has a look.
This is so great.
Thank you so much.
If there's a voter in Cambridge that Sumbul Siddiqui hasn't met, it's not for a lack of trying.
We've knocked on over 20,000 doors.
And it paid off. She won a seat on the Cambridge City Council, a job she's wanted since she was a kid growing up here. 2 words explain why she decided to run now. President Trump.
Just across the country, feeling after the election, the sense of loss.
Do you get a sense the thing that motivated you to run also motivated people to vote for you?
I think so. I think, heard from many women who are like, we really want to just support women.
Women won 4 spots on the Cambridge City Council, doubling their numbers, a trend mirrored in municipal elections across Massachusetts.
Boston City Council is going to be 6 women of color out of 13 people total. That's almost parity, right?
Ryan Olson leads Emerge Massachusetts, a program that trains progressive women to run for office. There was so much interest after Trump's election, she doubled the size of the program to accommodate 66 women. 24 became candidates, half won.
I vote for you. Yeah, well, thank you, sir.
Including Yvonne Spicer, the woman who this week became Framingham's first mayor. Olson says it's a numbers game. When more women run, more women win. But something else may have also pushed voters to support women this year.
And he immediately exposed himself.
The public revelations of widespread sexual harassment revealed in the Harvey Weinstein case and amplified across social media.
If you want someone who's going to stand up to sexual assault and sexual harassment, I think it makes sense to put a woman at that decision-making table.
And at a time when so many people are frustrated with the status quo, women often have the advantage of being newcomers. But that doesn't guarantee success.
It was a tough race. I ran against a whole establishment, or they ran against me.
Stephanie Martins lost her bid for a seat on Everett City Council by about 300 votes. She also went through the Emerge training this year, but found there's nothing like a real campaign.
When it's your name, when you see you on the news, when you hear rumors about you, and you have to react a certain way.
Martins, who was born in Brazil, says being different, not just female, but also young and an immigrant, were all factors that garnered attention and made her a target. But she says she made important inroads.
People that would, stereotypically never like somebody like me, they supported me, they embraced me, they became family, and I already got somebody asking me to run again.
And do you think you'll follow up on that request?
I will, yes.
Sounds to me like she'll run again.
I think she's planning to.
So as a general proposition, I don't know, how do women do as candidates as compared to men as candidates?
They are less likely to run, but when they run, study after study shows they win as frequently as men do.
I'm surprised, actually. That's great. A municipal race, I've been considering the history. I mean, most of these municipal races, what's the larger value of this? I mean, are municipal spots often stepping stones for women as they are for men?
Yeah, clearly a city council seat isn't as important as a U.S. Congress seat, but if you fill those seats, you're creating a bench. And for the women who fill those seats, it also gives them a record to run on as they progress. So the idea is success breeds success.
And these are all Massachusetts liberals or Democrats. What's beyond our borders, the Republican-Democratic divide as relates to women candidates? What's that
Interestingly,
deal?
The Barbara Lee Family Foundation just did a survey
here
locally, and they did a national survey, I believe it was, and they found that for both Democratic and Republican women, there is an advantage because at this point, voters are looking for outsiders, and about 4 out of 10 voters in this survey indicated that they see women as different, which could be an advantage. They also see them as more trustworthy and knowledgeable. So at this point, it seems like being a woman in this environment has its advantages.
So, Stephanie Lydon, great. Nice to see you.
Nice to see you, too.